Please welcome to the stage, Tony Anderson.
On October 13th, 1963, my grandfather, Russell Rusty Anderson, a rancher in western South Dakota, lost a son in a drunk driving accident. At 18 months of age, I found my greatest mentor. Growing up, I hung on his every word, hoping for a short story, a small clue, something that would tell me who my dad had been. I didn't get one. I never really questioned why Grandpa didn't talk about his son. All I knew is it felt good to be around him. My friends had fathers to look up to. I had Grandpa Rusty, and it was enough on most days. Looking back, I believe I simply wrapped myself in the blanket of his presence to keep my realities at bay for a time. And I believe he simply zipped himself into the coat of my possibilities to hide his broken heart. We spent hours and hours together. I didn't ask, and he didn't tell, but it was good, it was warm, and I wouldn't trade those hours for anything. Grandpa Rusty taught me many things. He taught me how to drive a pickup. He taught me how to plow a field. He taught me how to ride a horse. Grandpa was a cowboy. There were always horses to feed. And this is where he taught me a simple lesson that still applies today. Use grass and hay to fill their bellies, he would say. But don't forget a small handful of grain. That's the good stuff. I can still see that twinkle in his eye and that smile on the face of Prairie Leather. He would go on to explain how just a little bit of grain could build muscle and a stronger heart in that horse so it was ready for any workday challenge. The good stuff, don't forget. I got it, Grandpa. Today, I still believe in Grandpa's simple theory that a little bit of the good stuff can make a big difference. I'm convinced that you and I can take our own version of the good stuff and solve community issues. This is why I've been involved with Big Brothers and Big Sisters for the past 11 years. This organization matches adults with kids from mostly low-income, single-parent homes. The success of these matches has been proven for decades. 46% are less likely to use illegal drugs. 27% are less likely to use alcohol at a young age. 32% fewer incidents of violence in the previous 12 months. Then we see school attendance rise. We see their grades go up. As a young kid in Grandpa's informal program, and today as an adult in a very case-managed, structured professional program, I've seen these statistics bear true. That's why I believe that these improvements, these successes in the areas of drugs, alcohol, violence, and education can translate directly to the resolution of community problems like affordable housing, unemployment, and minimum wage. I've learned over the years that laws, regulations, public opinion, and political rhetoric are the grass and the filler that swell our bellies with so many of these issues. The best step is where you and I summon up the courage to make a real contribution towards breaking the cycle of poverty that is at the core of these problems. Take our safe harbor, our homeless situation, and set it somewhere. Not on 8th Street, but somewhere. Take minimum wage, put it somewhere above $9. Then take a 9-story affordable housing project and put it on Front Street. And then let's get down to the real business. Because the best step is where you and I make a difference and mentor kids in our community. Think about it. Poverty is a cycle. Often it's a family cycle, one generation and then the next. I've seen the older generation not want the younger generation to rise above them. I've seen the younger generation not know or not believe that they can rise out of that situation. Drugs, alcohol, violence, education, they all play a contributing factor to this cycle. We've got to stop the wheel. We've got to get them off the merry-go-round. I believe we can do it one kid at a time. Do you want to grow the heart of a child so he puts a better roof over his head? Do you want to give a child strength so she finds a good job? Then join me and mentor the kids in need in our community. Together, we can give them the good stuff they're yearning for. It's hope. It's hope for a better job, hope for a better home. Hope is the good stuff that can grow the heart of a child in need. Again, I've been that kid. I've gotten through some of life's toughest challenges on nothing more than a handful of hope. You see, Grandpa Rusty wasted no time telling me about a man from my past. Instead, he stepped up. He was the man who taught me life lessons to prepare me for my future. This is why I know that hope in the soul of the child is the good stuff that can break the cycle of poverty and lift the community to a better place. Thank you.